All right, my friends, so I am in north of Chattanooga at an installation for solar panels. My man Sean Mills from hackmysolar.com put this event together, and for some reason we're paying to do his grunt work. That's awesome. Anyway, as you see here, this is a pretty big array. I think Sean says it'll be about 30,000 kilowatts. Will be 30,000. I can't remember. 30,000 watts, 30,000. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a big array. So these panels right here, that's 400 watts each. All right. Now again, that's nameplate capacity. I'm not going to get a nameplate capacity here right now, but in Tennessee, where we are, I guess it's Central Tennessee. I'm not really sure. Where we are, we get about 4.5 to 5 hours of sun a day. And what that means is for 5 hours a day, the basically sun is at noon with no clouds and no wind. So if each panel averages, for simplicity, 5 hours, 400 watts at 5 hours a day, essentially, that's going to be what, 2,000 right there, something like that. I can't do the math in my head because I'm not that good. Anyway, so these two panels right here, that's enough to run your fridge, to run your ice box, not to run any heating. We don't want heating on your solar panels, but that's certainly enough to run your fridge or ice box and your lighting. That's just a fact. Now, obviously, when the sun's down, that's why you need batteries. All right, so a battery bank will give you the electricity you need. You're storing the electricity from the great heat tab in the sky. You're storing the electricity for when the sun goes down. You have a place to draw on. That's how this works. All right, so now on top of that, though, you get a 30% tax credit on your system. So let's just say this system all in is 30,000 bucks. I don't know what it is, but let's just say it is. 30% off $30,000, that's a $9,000 tax credit. Let's just say you're retired. You don't have any other income at all. We'll just use that for an example, all right? So now we're going to say you're going to do a $100,000 Roth conversion. So we're married, filing jointly. We got a $100,000 Roth conversion. We have no other income. We'll just use that for simplicity. I just want to use this to show you how beneficial this could be. I don't want to show you, girl. Beneficial this could be. All right, so now we say we got $100,000 of income. We're married, filing jointly. Just for simplicity, we got $30,000 standard deduction, all right, for you and your spouse. That means we got $70,000 of taxable income. The first $20,000 is taxed at 10%, so you got to pay $2,000 on 10% of the first $2,000, 10% on the first $20,000 of income. The next $50,000 is taxed at 12. We're just gonna say, I think it's 6,000 bucks. Yeah. So we got $6,000 on the next $50,000 of taxable income, $2,000 on the first $20,000 of taxable income. So you have $8,000 of taxable income. So now you got a $9,000 tax credit. You got $8,000 of taxable income. It's not a refundable tax credit, but it can be used like a capital loss carry forward. All right. So remember, like with capital loss carry forwards, you can write those off until they exhaust. So here we got an extra. We basically have our entire tax consequence of Roth conversions is paid for. On top of that, we got another $1,000 of tax credit we can use next year too. All right, and so what happens here is you're like, huh. On top of that, we have a system that we have that can generate electricity. Again, we want to get a battery bank. You want to get a battery bank because the battery bank allows you to have electricity when the sun goes down. Don't get a solar without a battery bank. I mean, if you do, they're fine. But remember, this tax credit, let's just say you're going to have solar panels installed. Let's say you don't have a battery bank. You can install a battery bank now and still get the tax credit. So you can get a battery bank, you know, let's say it's a $15,000 battery bank. And that's going to be a pretty sizable battery bank. 15,000 times 30% is, I don't know, 4,500 bucks or something like that. That's $4,500 tax credit against your income tax. Remember, a credit is much, much better than a deduction. A credit is a dollar for dollar reduction in your taxable income. Your taxes, not taxable income, your taxes. All right, so now we say, okay, I got my battery bank. I can write this off. Look, I don't like Bojan any more than you guys do. But these are the rules we're playing with. We didn't make them up. I mean, obviously the election was free and fair, you know what I'm saying? But now we got a battery bank. We got a tax credit. We can do some Roth conversions, and we have on top of, if we don't have a solar array, now we got a solar array too. It's crazy. So if you have solar panels and you don't have a battery bank, now's the time to get your battery bank so you can get the deduction or the tax credit. So here we go. Here's the setup here. How many, Sean? What's the 30,000 watts? Is that what it is?
30 panels, 12,000 watts.
30 panels, 12,000 watts. Right on.
15.8.
Care if I put you on my video here?
What's that?
Care if I put you on my video?
No, no.
All right. So here's Sean Mills, hackmysolar.com.
Hack My Homestead. We changed it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Hack My Homestead.
We do more than just solar now.
Ah, right on. And Sean's out of Tennessee, and he designed this so we can pay to do his grunt work.
There you go.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
So I'm just telling everybody about the tax credit and all that, just showing them how we got this thing set up. Oh, well, you're also saying about too something that's interesting. Sean was saying with the wood frame as opposed to the I guess the metal frame is like you save. I mean, it's like the metal frame is like 4 times the expense of the solar panels.
Correct.
Or something like that.
Yeah, this mount is a quarter of the cost of the same mount with steel engineered components.
That's right on.
So no one's going to come out here and give you an engineered stamp drawing for this, but you're also not going to have to sell the back 5 acres off the property to pay for it.
Yeah, that's crazy. And this is going to last, I mean, who knows,
Absolutely. But it'll last until those posts rot out of the ground.
Yeah, right
Everything above grade is going to last forever, and eventually the posts will rot. But the way that we're building it, they can actually go to the outside of the joist and drop new posts easily. Yeah.
And so right here, check this out, what we're doing, or what Sean's doing. I didn't do it, but you can see, you can get into these things very easily just by taking that bolt out, as opposed to have to go underneath. I mean, I can't really show it to you much, but it's a fantastic system. Now, that guy isn't going away anytime soon. In fact, I was showing, you can watch this. I can't get that up. I can't get that up.
Not even tight yet.
Yeah, it's not even tight yet. I can't get that up. Now, could Hurricane Sandy get it up? Sure. But is Hurricane Sandy coming through? Are we Middle Tennessee? Is that where we're at? Or East Tennessee? Yeah, that's fantastic. And Sean, we'll interview you again for my channel, Sean.
Absolutely.
But Sean's hackmyhomestead.com. So if you're moving and you want to get a guy to help you with this stuff, and I was telling him, I said, man, 30% tax credit, man, on the entire. And I was also saying too, even just battery banks, man. It's like, so I was saying, if you already got your panels set up, and you don't have battery banks, now's the time to do it.
Or if you don't have any of that, and you live in a neighborhood and you have zero interest in ever putting solar on, but you want to have power when the power goes out, you can put a small battery bank and an inverter in your basement and just plug stuff into it when you want to, that system is eligible for a 30% tax credit.
That's why you subscribe to this channel right here. All right, we're gonna get some lunch. See you guys.